Hey guys, welcome back to Typical Moviegoers. So here we are at the end of 2022. All of us do have some sweet and some bitter experiences, and film industry do have the same. One thing I really felt bad is the Hindi cinema didn't give a solid comeback this year. The most anticipated movies like Samrat Prithviraj, Ram Setu, and Mr. Perfectionist Dream Project Lal Singh Chadda left Hindi movie lovers disappointed. Hope they will bounce back with SRK's Patan. Here in this video, we're gonna discuss my personal favorite 15 movies of 2022. Disclaimer: this is just my favorite list, and it has nothing to do with box office collections. The number mentioned are just serial numbers, but not rankings. We're definitely going to have a brief video on each movie in this list very soon in our channel. So let's dive into our video. Ponniyin Selvan Part 1 Tamil. Ponniyin Selvan, a five-series novel written by Kalki, is the best-sold novel in Tamil Nadu, and it is definitely the dream project of India's first pan-Indian director, Maniratnam. And yes, I accept the fact that it didn't work well out of Tamil Nadu, but you cannot deny the fact that it is indeed one of the best visually appealing film in recent times. Sometimes I feel sad that we are in an era that a film is completely shot in our own with green and blue mats, and later it is said to be a visual wonder. Haha, how silly. As far as I am concerned, visual wonder means how beautifully you can shoot a live location. For example, the breakup scene of Rajnikant from Dhanapati is a best example of how a visual wonder can be shot. Whatever the VFX you may use, you cannot beat a feel of a live location. That's why I have so much respect on Mr. Sanjay Leela Mansali, who created Padmavat and Bajirao Mastan. And at the same way, PS1 is definitely my most favorite movie this year. Number 2, RRR Telugu. SS Rajamouli, the new face of Indian cinema on the global wall, who raised the standards of Telugu cinema and pushed the boundaries of Indian cinema, hits global market this time. Okay, now there's nothing new to say about the records it had shattered, but that's not the reason why this film entered the list. The reason is the way he managed to get two biggest stars of Telugu cinema and the stars from so-called rival families from the last 2 decades, convinced them and made them to do this film. I bet none other than Mr. Rajmouli, no one will ever even dream of this combo. So, Mr. Rajmouli, take a bow for this one. There's a lot to talk about this film, so we'll definitely have a separate video on this very soon. Number 3, Hridayam, Malayalam. As of to me, an action films like RRR, Avengers are easy to make. If you have any downfall in screenplay, you can adjust that with fights, songs, or just with VFX. But it can't be done with a love story. In that point, I can definitely say Hridayam is one of the best love stories this generation witnessed. The life of Arun Neelakandan, a Kerala guy in Tamil Nadu, his love, fight, fall, race, marriage was shown in a striking way. Vinod Srinivasan, wow, what can I say more than this? You gave us a rocking love story, man. Number 4, 777 Charlie. Kannada film industry has started to push its boundary with KGF, followed by Garudagamanam Rishabhavahana, and it continued by 777 Charlie. Though I'm not a pet lover, I really liked this film. There are few movies that showcased that pet love. So why 777 Charlie is one of the best among them is due to its writing. The bond between Rakshit and Charlie can be felt in auditorium. I literally saw pet lovers crying and coming out of screens with tears. That is the impact it created on audience. Number 5, Chup, Hindi. Sometimes some movies come and goes without any sound. Later after its run, we regret for not watching it on big screens. This year, Chup is that one movie I regret for not watching it on big screen. This movie couldn't make much noise at box office, maybe because of it released with the re-release version of Avatar 1. Or there might be some other reason. But this one movie is what I recently added to my all-time favorite list. If I started talking about this movie, this video will be very, very long. So let's discuss it later. Number 6, Mudandi Modivumni. I am personally a fan of rom-coms. That too if a love story is filmed in a school background. And this flick will be definitely one of the best in rom-coms. One thing I really liked about this one is no star cast at all. Everyone in this movie are new faces. The story runs in two timelines, like one in present and one in 10 years back. The character appearances difference in between both the lines are very neat and defining. And it's a debut film for a director. Making such a film as a debut is really appreciable. And the song Mudalni Mudibumni from this movie, sung by Sid Sriram, is one chartbuster of this year, man. Number 7, Sitaramam, Telugu. First time when I heard that Anurag Puri is going to do a love story, I really felt very happy as he is one of the best actors in this generation to handle love stories. But at the same time, I felt a bit tensed as he has second half phobia. His previous outing, Padipadi Leche Manasu, is a great love plot but handled wrongly. This time, he didn't repeat that mistake. Every inch of the film is just not made, it's crafted. And that's the reason it became one of the best classics of Telugu cinema. Here, we should appreciate Swapna Dutt and Ashwini Dutt Garu for encouraging such a great script with a huge budget. Number 8, Mukachitram. This is from the pen which gave us color photo. First of all, this is the biggest disaster at box office. First half of the film runs very flat. Then why it is in my favorite list? Only because of the point they discussed in the film. Marital rape. As said by Amitabh sir in PK, Ajit in Nerkonda Parvai, Pawan Kalyan in Vakil Saab, and no means no. The film discussed the same. This story definitely need to be told and recognized. Number 9, Janaganamana. As we all know, Malayalam movies are the most content-driven movies. Every time they strive to give a different content or they approach a content in different way. Janaganamana is one such kind of an attempt. A well-written courtroom drama with great twists. The story runs on the encounter of accused in gang rape. Prithviraj as a lawyer has delivered one of the finest performances of his career. And the way director handles such a sensitive issue really impressed me a lot, eagerly waiting for its sequel. Number 10, Mahan, Tamil. A Karthik Subraj Padam. Actually, this one line is enough for me to expect something new. After his last outing Jagametandram, I really wanted a solid comeback from Karthik. Then came the first look of Mahan, and it instantly grabbed my attention. Wow, what a film it was. I really missed it on big screen. Vikram and Dhruv combo scenes would have blasted the auditorium. Especially the dance bit in interval block blew my mind. I wish it re-releases in theatre very soon. Number 11, Gangubai Kathiawadi. Hindi. A biopic on prostitute. The two directed by Sanjay Leela Bansali and Alia Bhatt in main role. What happened to Bansali sir? This is what my first thought on movie. After watching the film, I felt sorry for myself as I underestimated Bansali sir. He can make any futile material into terrific art. That's what happened with Gangubai. Alia lived the role of Gangu, and yes, definitely it's one of the best biopics in Bollywood ever. Number 12, Jaya 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 Hey, Malayalam. एक ही थप्पड़ लेकिन मार नहीं सकता. Did you remember this dialogue of Taapsee from Thappad? This film is extended version of this dialogue. Darshana again is a stealer of the show. The way director tackled domestic violence in humor way is really appreciable. And the main point of male dominance in society is notable for its change. Here, I remember Guruji Mr. Trikram Srinivas' words about an art, that any art form is just a mirror. It has the power of showing the wrong, but it doesn't have the capacity to change that error. Mukachitram and this film falls in that row. Some stories do need to be acknowledged. Number 13, Rocketry, The Nambi Effect. Nambi Narayanan. Don't know how many of us know the name, including me. One of the greatest scientists India has ever produced. Why did we forget to celebrate him as he deserved? Why were we not informed about him during our school days? All these questions arised when I watched this film. R. Madhavan. I still consider him as a lover boy because of his voice. His directorial debut, Rocketry, do stands out as one of the best outings in 2022. Number 14, Vikram, Tamil. Lokesh Kanagaraj, Cinematic Universe. Uladanayakan in mass avatar after a long time. The first teaser itself raised the hype for this film. The previous outing of Lokesh received mixed talk. After watching Vikram, I felt that this time he didn't want any mixed talk. And the fantastic part is how he connected this with Kaidi. And Surya as Rolex in last 5 minutes took this to next level. Here, I am not going to talk anything about Kamal sir, as we are going to have a series of videos on his contribution to Indian cinema. Wishing to see many movies from Lokesh cinematic universe. Number 15, 83, Hindi. Yes, this is not 2022 film, but it released on 24th December last year. So I joined that in 22 list. Till date, I couldn't even guess why it was a flop at box office. One of the reason may be Pushpa's rampage on Hindi box office. But I really personally liked this film to hell, man. I was not even born by the time India won its first World Cup. But in my childhood, I heard about this many times from my parents, as they both were ardent cricket fans. They used to talk a lot about 83 World Cup, Kapil Dev, Sri Shant, Ravi Shastri and all. And I felt it's a perfect sports drama. Though the full runtime of the film is around 2 hours 15 minutes. I didn't feel bored even for a minute, not for the first time, but whenever I watched it. I really felt as I was rewatching the 83 for live again. So, here are some honorable mentions. Kadasi Vyavasai and Love Today from Tamil. Major Ashokavanamlo Arjuna Kalyanam and Kartikeya 2 from Telugu. And Mahavirya from Malayalam. I really loved these movies but couldn't place them in top 15. So, that's the end of my list. Eagerly waiting to start the new year with Veerasimha Reddy and Valteru Veeraya from Telugu, Varasi and Tunivu from Tamil, and Pathan from Hindi. So let's see how 23 is going to be for Indian films. Please do comment your favorite movies list so that I will know if I have missed something great. Ending with Ulaganayagan words, Indian cinema will become the world cinema in 2023 if we work together. I wish all the viewers a very happy new year. Signing off, yours, typical movie goers.